Hello and welcome back to another episode in the series of 1,000 Evidences for the LDS Church. In this one, number 147, we will be talking about the incident in the time of Moses when serpents invaded the Israelites. This story is recorded in the Bible in the Book of Numbers, chapter 21, verses 6 through 8. Although the Brazen Serpent event is described 5 separate times in the Book of Mormon, 2 Nephi chapter 25 verse 20, Alma chapter 33, etc. The most significant account is where Nephi refers to the event in admonishing his brothers. Note Nephi's use of the word flying in his description of the serpent. And Nephi reads, and he did straighten them in the wilderness with his rod, for they hardened their hearts even as ye have, and the Lord straightened them because of their iniquity. He sent fiery flying serpents among them, and after they were bitten, he prepared a way that they might be healed. And the labor which they had to perform was to look. And because of the simpleness of the way, or the easiness of it, there were many who perished. That's in 1 Nephi chapter 17, verse 41. The biblical account refers only to fiery serpents, whereas the Book of Mormon refers to fiery flying serpents. The use of the word flying is a significant difference. If Joseph Smith had purposely authored the Book of Mormon instead of merely translating it, he would have been foolish to interject the term flying into the description of Moses and the serpent of the account state. Since the term flying is not used in the biblical account of this event, this usage of the term flying is in association with Moses' brazen serpent. This is indirectly supported by numerous works of modern scholars. Bible scholar and theologian Matthew Henry suggests that the serpents flew in their faces and poisoned them. You can read about that in Matthew Henry, an exposition of the Old and New Testament, in New York, Carter and Brothers, 1853, volume 1, page 543. Also, since the term fiery was illustrated by Moses' use of a material which imparted vivid color, the Mesoamerican usage of the Quetzal bird's name was a natural choice. Since the bird was so brightly colored, with the blazing equatorial sun shining on its crimson breast and its iridescent green 3-foot-long tail rippling in the wind, the Quetzal itself could seem to appear as some type of portable fiery flying serpent. In his Bird of Life, Bird of Death, New York, Dell, 1987, page 215, Jonathan E. Maslow recounts his quest to find and observe the resplendent Quetzal. The male bird is described as flying straight down the mountainside, shrieking loudly and flying in an undulating movement so that the long tail feathers streamed and swayed behind it like a flying serpent, as if snakes could fly. Naming their god after the venerable Quetzal bird was certainly a natural and instinctive choice for the Mesoamericans. Further, since they also used the word quatl, or serpent, their vision of the deity must have embodied the attributes symbolized both by his vividly colored flying bird and by serpents. Could it be that this embodiment was actually rooted in the version of Nephi's fiery flying serpent that was corrupted over time? You can read about this in Wallace E. Hunt, Jr., Moses' Brazen Serpent as it relates to serpent worship in Mesoamerica. That's found in the Journal of Book of Mormon Studies, edited by Stephen D. Ricks, 1993, page 121 to 131. Amazing, isn't it? How these evidences are adding up to the impressive total 1,000 evidences which testify of the truthfulness of the LDS Church. We have much to come. Remember, call, don't fall. Call on the Father of light and truth. Don't fall to the father of lies and darkness.